You have been fighting for accountability and transparency when it comes to 9/11, and you come here a lot to talk about an issue that animates me as well, which is about the role of the Saudis when it comes to 9/11. 15 of the 19 hijackers, and of course Osama bin Laden, they were all Saudis. The 9/11 report noted that, quote, Saudi Arabia has long been considered the primary source of al-Qaeda funding, unquote. Joe Biden, as a presidential candidate, swore he would make Saudi Arabia a pariah nation for that and for other reasons. Yet, look at this photo from 2 days ago at the G20. President Biden smiling and shaking hands with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who, according to U.S. intelligence, ordered the murder of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi. And today, of all days, the White House on Twitter, or X, I guess it's called now, the White House touting the Saudis' commitment to spend $20 billion on Biden's partnership for a global infrastructure. What was your reaction seeing those images?
Well, that photo was a slap in the face to all of the 9/11 families and survivors, to see our president smiling at MBS, who is the country that we are suing in the courtrooms in Lower Manhattan, for giving all of the money that was needed, everything that Al-Qaeda built up Al-Qaeda with Osama bin Laden, and for the 9/11 attacks. So the photo was extremely upsetting, and the two words that you said, Jake, accountability and transparency, was what I was hoping the president would say in that speech. And we didn't hear either of those. And he knows, because he released the documents, that the kingdom gave everything that was needed for the 9/11 attacks to happen, and that we are trying to hold them accountable in a courtroom. And he's over there smiling, shaking hands, releasing that type of a message today. He's tone deaf, and it was just really painful to hear him go on and on. Of course, I believe we should thank the military. I'm very thankful for everything they've done for us as well. But our president should be at one of the sites. He should stand with 9/11 families, and he should support us instead of giving cover to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, especially on the anniversary.
And we should note, Jamal Khashoggi was a real critic of the Saudi government and a real critic of their human rights violations and how brutal they were. And MBS in particular, according to U.S. intelligence that President Biden ordered released, he ordered the murder and the bone sawing of Jamal Khashoggi. So a lot of people, for a lot of reasons, dispirited at that image. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, also, Jamal Khashoggi was a potential witness for the 9/11 families. He was speaking to our lawyers, and he was scheduled to speak to them again when he was killed.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's something a lot of people aren't aware of. So we're very concerned that that was a part of the reason, they killed him also, because he was a dissident and he was going to talk.